Welcome to another episode of the Winners Work podcast. Today we're going to be talking about, among other things, Luka Doncic, and he just had one of the greatest games in the history of the NBA yesterday. So we get to talk about it today. Got the usual cast here. Let's start off talking about Luka, man. This guy put up a 60-point triple-double, and he really carried the Mavericks down the stretch. We talk about the last 33 seconds of the game. Luka brought the Mavs back from down 9 points. And let me just read off some of the historic milestones that Luka put up in this one game. He was one of two players in NBA history to record a 60-point triple-double. He's the only player to record a 60-20-10 triple-double. He had career highs in points and rebounds. He set a Mavs franchise record in scoring. He did all that in one game, guys. What do we think about Luka, how great he is, and what he did last night?
Also, the first team to come back from down 9 with under 30 seconds?
30 seconds left.
Yeah, the previous record was like 0 and 13,800.
Yeah. I love when Luka pushes his own agenda for me.
Disgusting.
I mean,
the Knicks were definitely on the other side of that for a reason.
This has never happened before. Never.
Impressive stuff. It really is.
It was borderline like T-Mac, like when you think of the 13 and 37 with how he played too, because he was the only one scoring down the stretch as well.
Yeah, he hit Dinwiddie for the I think the 3 to cut it to 1.
Yeah, but I meant like he was creating everything.
Oh yeah, he always creates just everything.
The Mavs offense is literally just Luka, and like he's good enough to do it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He threw the ball off the board, got his own rebound for the last
skimmed
shot.
The rim. I was like, oh, I hit the backboard, gonna not count, and then it skimmed the rim on the way back. And then was it like Grimes and someone else just both could have had the rebound if only one of them jumped. And Luka came away with it and tossed something up, and it goes in. It's awesome.
His reaction was crazy.
I think that might be the first time in person or like live I've seen the missed free throw work, because I don't think I've seen it work like watching a live game before that. So that was pretty crazy.
I saw. You don't remember the Steven Adams one to Russ where he banked in like the?
Oh yeah, I mean I remember that, but I didn't watch it live. I don't think I watched that game live.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But I mean, are y'all not concerned that it took 60-20-10 from Luka and an amazing clutch time performance for them to beat the Knicks without Brunson? Like,
they're on a little bit of a win streak, though. I mean, they won 4 straight games. Christian Wood's finally starting, giving you like 20 and 10 since he got to the starting lineup. So they've been trending up. I mean, the Knicks not at least around the level of the Mavericks as a team?
The Knicks
I get they didn't have.
That's bad to say.
It is bad to say.
It's not good to say.
But I think we know that this team is really just Luka and a bunch of like role players. If we're being honest,
players might be nice for some of those guys too.
That is true as well. Like, is Reggie Bullock like? What role is he really filling at this point? But I wanted to fry the Knicks. Like, they just choked to the Bulls last second like this, like a couple of days ago. They lost to I watched the fucking highlights and I was unbelievable. Like, it was unbelievable. So they were up 9 with 40 seconds left. But the Mavericks didn't score a 3 immediately. They scored a 2, so they were up 7 with like 30 seconds. 7 is 3 fucking possessions. How do you blow a 3-possession lead in 30 seconds? How? It's never been done before in basketball. So, like, it's inexplicable. The Knicks just committed history, like, in front of everybody's eyes. That's what I'm more concerned about. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Somebody needs to be fired, bro. Niggas need to be traded. It's over. I don't care about their win streak. They just set NBA history for choking. So it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters.
Wow. NBA history.
Slow the team up.
I know.
Read the stat. He read the stat. Over 100,000. Like, bro.
I know who's not to blame though. Is that boy Q Grimes? He was hooping. I think he had. I mean, I guess you can blame him for the rebound, but I think he had 36 or 33. He's a fun young player that Thibs, doesn't like to play that much, but when he does, he balls.
He's on my dynasty team, man. I love to see it. Keep hooping, man. Yeah, man. You can start one day.
He can start one day.
Isn't he the starting small forward right now?
My team is stacked.
I think
I got KPJ.
Oh, you saying on your fantasy team?
Yeah. My team is stacked. I got Dave.
I was lost.
Like,
I was like,
I
start
got
for the
too many
Knicks.
guards right now. But if QG stays in the lab, he can start one day. You know what I'm saying?
One day, man. He can have it one day. But yesterday he had to get cooked. It's all good. It happens to the best of us, man. It really does.
That's like the highest honor an NBA player can achieve. There's like MVP right here. We got win a championship here, and then we got start on John's dynasty team right here.
Hey, it's facts. I only got real hoopers. I got LeBron. LeBron is on my dynasty team. I already told y'all that, bro. Like that's why I'm chilling my LeBron hate. He's doing good for my team. Ranked top 10 this season. So you know what I'm saying? I need him to continue. I need him to not get washed, bro. This is a dynasty league, and I got the oldest player in the fucking league. Like, I hope he's staying in the lab, bro.
Well, you're lucky you got him for another like 7 years. So I mean, enjoy that.
I hope so.
But yeah,
he might outlast Q Grimes.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
That'd be nuts. In terms of the MVP stuff, I think that's where a lot of people turned after Luka's great game. There was the whole Harden thing, which I don't know if you guys want to get into that, but every time Luka seems to have some insane game, people act like, oh, James Harden was doing the same stuff. Like, why doesn't he get the love? It's like he won an MVP and got hella love. When like I don't understand that part. Like Harden got a lot of praise when he was doing.
People love to be victims. That's all it is.
Let me not.
He did
what you about to say?
Shit for losing to Golden State in the playoffs,
yeah, bro,
and then
like,
got the playoff choker label.
Well, yeah, but he also played bad. He also played badly in the playoffs. Or not in the playoffs, but in the two closeout games, he didn't play good.
All right, fine, but it's crazy because I just it just hit me like we punish Harden for losing to this team, even if he played bad, whatever. We still punish him for losing to the same team that swept LeBron, that packed LeBron, Kyrie up in 5 games, and we shame him for being inefficient in the last 2 games versus a dynasty. Like it's like I don't know, bro.
That's not it, bro. That's not it.
And we're not gonna act like Harden did get a ton of hate, but it is what it is, bro. You can
how many runs
got a ton of love, but Luka gets way more love than Harden, and I like Luka too. But he gets way more love than Prime Harden got. It's not even close. Not even close.
I'm not.
Okay,
go for it.
The thing is, you say the Golden State team that beat LeBron, all those. There were so many years that Harden had playoff runs where they lost to different teams, and they lost to Golden State a bunch, but it was different Golden State teams too. Like you're losing to teams that just have Steph and Clay and Draymond. Like you're not always losing to the KD Warriors.
You mean the trio who hasn't lost a series in the West healthy? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't lose. They
still haven't lost a series when healthy.
That's fine. How many times did they play Houston?
I think it's actually the fact is they haven't lost a series when they've played the entire series because Draymond got suspended in the finals. So West or East, they have not lost.
That's a cherry pick stat. That's a cherry pick.
It doesn't matter because the only series they lost was 2016. So
so Draymond got suspended.
In 2019, everybody was injured. So in 2016 and in since 2014, since the Warriors run started, they have not lost a series when Steph, Clay, and Draymond have played the entire series.
And how many of those series came against James Harden? Like literally, probably
like a bunch. What do you mean? Like half his fucking career.
Okay, hold on.
15 and 16. That's valid. After that, Kevin Durant's there.
17 and 18.
They're gonna win every series that they're healthy, obviously.
Bro, 14 and 15, 15 and 16, 17 and 18, 18 and 19.
Kevin Durant.
What the hell?
That's my
4
point.
years.
That's my point. They got
talking about the Steph, Clay, Dre era where KD's not there to throw off all balance ever. I think 15, 16 playoffs, 2016 playoffs, 2015 playoffs is where it's like that's where you're
let's get back to the original point of Harden never got the love. It's like, okay, yeah, you can say Harden got overhated in the playoffs, but you can't say he didn't get love. He won an MVP. He was considered a top 5 player by most. Like he got love. The two weren't mutually exclusive because he got some playoff.
Okay, that's it. Okay, if that's what you consider love, I agree. That's fine. I can't dispute that.
And but the one counterpoint that maybe John may be talking about is okay, Luka got love after losing to Golden State, and just like Harden was losing to Golden State.
No, Luka. I actually don't think that Luka got love after whooping the Suns as he should, but I don't think he got credit after being the Warriors. I don't think. I think people were shitting on him, to be honest, because he was kind of inefficient. But
okay, well
I mean,
that's
when
even
you're
more
the whole
fair.
team,
But
bro, when you're
but
the
I
whole
think
team, you're gonna be inefficient. Harden, he was the whole fucking team. Luka's the whole team. It happens, bro.
that's fair. But Luka's not an inefficient player in the playoffs, though. He's just not. He hasn't been.
That's not Harden isn't either. Prime Harden wasn't inefficient in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like in the big games, like it's not like Luka's efficiency drops. Like if you look at Luka in elimination games,
I don't want to get into my anti-Luka bag because he just had a great game. So
wait, hold on. If we're gonna go down this road real quick, who's better, peak Harden or current Luka?
I'll probably give it to current Luka too. And you know why? You know why I give it to probably current Luka? Because I don't know.
No, why? No, say it. Why?
Say it.
No, because I was gonna say I think because Luka was the best player in the world, but I still stand on the fact that in 2018, 2019, there was not a player better than James Harden. So I don't really know, but I do think that Luka is better in the playoffs. Like I think that's inarguable, and I think Luka's he's basically a forward. So like Harden is a guard, a smaller player. Like being more inefficient makes more sense. Luka is closer to a forward, so I mean. Like I would take probably Luka, but yeah.
So you said you think Luka's the best player in the league right now, or was that
no?
Like
I said
last season?
He has an argument. It's versus Giannis, like you know.
Okay. Okay. What do y'all think about that in terms of Luka being the best? Like, obviously, there's a group of players right now that are going crazy and in the MVP convo, but like, is Luka? Has he cemented himself as at least number 1, 2? Like, how high are we going? I think before going into the year, I think I had him at 3rd. I still probably have him around there, but like, what do you guys think?
I think preseason I had him at 3 as well, and I think for me he stays at 3, or maybe you can say he jumped Steph, but that's pretty unfair just because Steph hasn't been playing.
He's injured. Yeah,
and because I mean, like Giannis and Steph, both of them could go for 60, and none of us would be surprised. So not to discredit Luka's game, but I'm not going to say Luka's the best player in the world because he had one of the best games of all time.
He did drop 50 a couple days before he dropped 60 too. Now, like
he's averaging those numbers that 2K always projects him to average.
Exactly. Yeah.
When Tatum did this shit in fucking 2021, he wasn't even a top 10 player in y'all book. I'm just saying.
Tatum did what?
Luka was already at the 3 spot before he started to average 32, 8, and 8.
When Tatum dropped 50 and then followed it up with 60 and 20?
50 and 60 and like the same. And
you're talking about that.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying
50
Tatum
on the Timberwolves and 60 on the Spurs.
I thought you were saying Tatum averaged 33, 9, and 9. I was like, oh shit. Bro, I mean, shit. Tatum might be the MVP still, despite what Luka's doing. So I'm not here to knock Tatum.
Hey, Tatum's MVP. I still think he's MVP, but it's definitely less. I'm not gonna boast about it. Like, it's close as shit. Too many players are beasting right now.
I put together a 6-man list. Tell me what you guys think. For like, it's kind of like MVP bubble. Like these are like the guys that like.
If it's not in order, then I already agree with you because I know who they are.
Yeah, that have a legitimate argument.
Do you have them in order?
No, I don't have. I just put a group of players together. We got Tatum, Giannis, Jokic, Luka, KD, and Embiid.
Yeah,
that seems like the group right there.
And I think if Steph didn't get hurt, it'd be a 7-person group of legitimate MVP cases.
Yeah. But yeah, the winning, that's why the standings are going to matter a lot, because if you got all those guys putting up similar numbers, they are going to look at the standings. They're going to see who's a top 3 seed and whatnot. There's only been 2 MVPs that haven't won it as a top 3 seed. So Luka's still got some ground to climb. I mean, he's got a lot of statistics going for him, and I feel like the narrative will definitely pick up in his favor. But they're going to have to keep winning games. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Bro, y'all got anything else on Luka? We transition.
I mean, not really Luka, but I kind of want to stay on the MVP topic. Preseason, I thought there was no chance this happened, but currently I have Jokic number 2 in my MVP race. I cannot believe that I'm saying that, because even like voter fatigue. I figured it happened to me. It's like he's got 2. Let's give it to someone else. But I mean, like Jokic has legitimately been insane this season.
Yes.
Ever since the Winners Work Pod blessing, he's been absolutely going crazy, and his efficiency is remarkable. We've never seen anything like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the volume picked it up for that efficiency. To your point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I posted. I had Tatum, Luka, Jokic as of like 2 days ago, and then someone pointed out like that it should be Jokic, and I noticed how close Denver's record was to Boston's. It's kind of the gap's closing, and I think next week I'm going to end up having Luka then Jokic because I look at the record when they play, and I think the Mavs are 19 and 13 with Luka, which is like 4 seed win percentage. Mm-hmm. So I don't think I'm going to record knock Luka as long as they're winning. I think they have like Houston, San Antonio, Houston next 3 games too. So
their win streak could continue now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It changes every day. It really does. Like these guys at the top. I mean, we didn't even mention like Giannis, who, I mean, granted his efficiency this year has been kind of tough, but
it's been like league average, but compared to the other guys,
yeah,
it's not cutting it.
It's tough. And then you got Joel Embiid. Like, he can't even, a lot of times, crack the top 5. He's not even going to be starting based off of our ballots. Like, he's out here. He dropped, 48 last night? It just went under the rug because what Luka
did. No idea.
Got 39 last night. Nobody gives a shit. Bro, I'm not going to lie. I don't give a fuck about those numbers either. Like, 50s and 60s impress me. I guess 40 impresses me. But, like, nobody plays defense no more. It's kind of sad to watch the league. At this point.
The scoring is getting to a point where I was just talking
about
it.
It's sad. It's sad.
Somebody drops 40 and like you're not even shocked anymore. Like it used to be 40 was like, wow, this guy dropped 40, but now it's just like it's happening every day. Like I made a post yesterday talking about Embiid and tied for the most 30-point games in the league this season, or 40-point games, and then Luka drops 60. It's like that's not the case anymore. Like it's crazy. It really is. But yeah, I want to transition. Y'all got anything else MVP stuff before we?
I got something kind of interesting that I talked about with a friend. Okay. I agree with all the high scoring numbers and the insane amount of talent and how anybody can drop 40 any given night. It seems like. Would you get? I mean, honestly, at this point, I think we could see a guy get close to Kobe's 81. I mean, I would obviously be remarkable and have to be in the right situation, but like if Luka went out and dropped 80, I don't think that's that unrealistic to say it's possible.
It could. I mean, 81's a lot of points. That's a lot of points.
Because now, bro, I remember when Kyrie had 40 at half. I was watching the game. Like, they just doubled and tripled him the entire second half. So, like, I think teams, like, if you have, like, 40 or some shit, like, they'll just be like, all right, bro, fuck everything else. Just fuck this nigga up. Make sure he doesn't score 81. I honestly do not. I don't think teams will try. Like, I think even it was the Orlando Magic, too. Like, they were not playing defense last year. So, like, the fact that they were blitzing Kyrie and being like, no, nigga, you got to pass the ball.
Was Kevin Durant playing in that game?
He was
playing.
Yeah,
really?
And he didn't. I don't even know if he had 20 in that game. He was playing that game.
Yeah, but the coaches are also haters too now. They be resting the players now after 3 quarters when you got a high scoring mark. You just sit them in the fourth and whatnot. And it's like, we don't even get a chance to see you try to go for this record.
As they should, bro.
They should. I know, but I'm just saying for the record book's sake. I mean,
we need someone to go for 80 so LeBron can cook up another all-time lie. I just had a feeling.
Pregame.
The psychic LeBron James. All right, let's talk about the best team right now, the hottest team in the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets. And we've definitely been on some podcasts.
The best team
on the other side. I'm just saying the best team right now, the hottest team right now in the NBA.
All right, hottest is I guess
I wouldn't say best.
Okay. Over the last 9 games, the best team in the NBA. All right, is that better? They have the largest winning streak in the NBA. Some numbers on the Nets. They're number 1 in the league in basically every shooting efficiency stat: field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, true shooting, effective field goal. And they have a top 5 offense, borderline top 10 defense. I think they're at like number 12 right now, what do we think about the Nets and how they've looked? We touched on them a bit last week, but they just continue to roll. KD's continuing to have a historic season, and Kyrie doing his thing alongside him. What do you guys think about the Nets right now?
I definitely think the Nets are better than they were at the beginning of the season, and they're like a little bit of a different team because guys like TJ Warren have been playing better. Even really Kyrie's been playing better, and it's all meshing. Jock Vaughn is way better. The defense looks completely different. But I will say the Celtics through the first 20 games were also shooting historic numbers like that. And then you saw what happened when they went on that little win streak or that little loss streak. So, I mean, I do think the Nets are a lot better than they were at the beginning of the season, but I also know that shooting streaks happen and that they're probably just really hot right now as well, because that seems unsustainable.
Fair. That's definitely fair.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? Carter, you got any thoughts on the Nets right now?
I think Mason explained it perfectly. Hot streaks happen, cold streaks happen. So they're probably they started cold, now they're hot. Probably balances out, but I think they're going to be better than we expected them to be after their cold start, because I was ready to sell my Brooklyn stock, and they look like they can be contenders again.
What about their defense? Their defense has definitely picked it up significantly to a point where I don't really think anyone saw. Do you guys think the defense is sustainable? Ben Simmons, who came on here, a lot of negative Ben Simmons chatter, and he's really picked it up defensively, guarding some of the top guys on the opposing end. Claxton doing a good job rim protecting. They're leading the league in blocks too. KD's chipping in with that. So what do you guys think about the Nets defense? Are they legitimate? Like, I don't even know the word for it because they're not even really a top 10 defense, but are they good enough on the defensive end to get by or like win a championship?
I mean, in a series of 7, if you got KD and Kai and the team is playing like that, shooting how they are, I think you got plenty defensively.
Yeah. John,
I think I just laugh when we talk about the Nets because it's like, bro, like, I mean,
they're a joke to you. They're a joke to you.
No, they're not. They're not a joke to me. They're not a joke to me. And this is when I said they were better than Philly last week. Y'all were like, yeah, you're wild. Is that wild of a take now?
Were we saying that? I mean, Philly.
I don't recall
like
saying
that. They're neck and neck. Like they.
Okay, all right.
They go either way.
Anyways, like, yeah, I'm not. I mean, their offense is this good, but like, I guess maybe like it's because I watch basketball. Like, when Kyrie and Kevin Durant play, like their offense is always going to be this good. So I kind of disagree with you, Mason and Carter, where you guys say the offense will fall off. I mean, obviously, like being like number one and I guess every stat maybe will fall off, but like I think they'll be top 5 in every shooting stat. They have the shooters, they have the skilled players to do it. And that what I'm getting to is when KD and Kyrie play, like that's consistent. Like their offense is top 5. Like they're putting on 120 a game. The issue is they're allowing 130. The issue is they're getting into foul trouble early. Now their defense is good right now. That's what I'm trying to see if it's legit or not. And I'm not even laughing at them like they were a joke. But I'm trying to see if their defense is legit or not. So I don't really know like how legit they are. Their defense is what really is supposed to move me. Their offense, I know what the fuck they can do. I've seen it. But their defense was supposed to be consistent. So we'll just see how long that stays. We'll see how they guard top teams in the playoffs.
John, when I said fall off, I didn't mean like to league average. I meant like come back down to earth, that even if you're really good, like top 6, 5, like right now they're number 1 by like a very large number. I just don't think that's sustainable. Top 5 wouldn't surprise me though.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they got a lot of guys contributing. When you talk about depth, that was a little bit of a concern earlier in the season. TJ Warren's looked really good. Royce O'Neal continues to do his thing. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait and see. I am a little bit skeptical about the defense. I got to see it a little bit longer. But overall, yeah, they're on a roll right now. I know, John, you mentioned – oh, no, sorry. Go ahead. No, you got it.
Speaking of the Nets and back to our nobody's impressed from 40 anymore, that reminds me. I mean, when we played the Nets the other night, Darius dropped, I think, 46 on 70% from the field, and nobody said a word. And, like, I'm not saying that like I'm offended that he didn't. It's just like it's kind of common. It happens in the NBA now. It's not really that big of a deal.
I think we're seeing more players lose too when they're dropping almost 50. Like that's the crazy thing
It
to me.
doesn't matter. These points are irrelevant.
Oh, they're irrelevant.
Bro, most baskets in the NBA are like 3 points. Either wide open threes or wide open layups. Like there's very few tough baskets in the league.
So you're saying these scores are unimpressive to you?
Yes, this shit is fraudulent, and they get to the free throw line easy. This shit is fraudulent, bro. I don't respect most of these niggas scoring, bro.
John doesn't respect most of the players in the NBA.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm saying compare.
I get what you're saying. You're making good points. I get what you're saying.
Paul Pierce got fucking tough buckets. These niggas
he's mad because KD passed Paul Pierce and KG on the all-time.
These niggas wouldn't survive in Paul Pierce's era, and that's damn.
Paul Pierce's era.
Put these niggas in the dead ball era, and they not touching 20 points.
Paul Pierce is an auto-generated player in LeBron's career simulation, bro.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Now you're about to disrespect the Hall of Famers. All right, bro.
Disrespect the Hall of Famers. You just said you disrespect anyone in the league.
It is in comparison to their counterparts, bro. It's not in disrespect to their hooping ability. I mean, scoring 30 on other niggas, whatever. Like, I congrats, bro. Like, I mean, cool, bro.
Congrats. You want a cookie? You dropped 50. But to transition a little bit, I know John was talking about when KD and Kyrie are in the lineup, they just take it to another level on offense. Another team that when their two stars are in the lineup, they tend to take it to another level would be John's finals pick, the Los Angeles Clippers. I want to give you the opportunity. You said you wanted to touch on them. What do you got to say about the Clippers right now?
I'm just saying, you tried to shit on us. You tried to say we was dead.
Us? Oh, here we go. All right,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, bro. We're the best team in California, and we're taking over Staples Center. We're bringing the finals to Staples Center, even though we're about to lose to Boston. We're taking the finals to Staples Center for the crypto. Taking the finals to crypto. But on a serious note, like Kawhi is back. I just looked through the stats. In his last 6 games, he's averaging 22, 6, and 5 on 53% from the field, 36% from 3. So I mean, he's loading back into form. I don't know how good he's going. Like I don't know how, like top 5. I don't know if that's going to be Kawhi again, but I know he's loading back into form. They have so much depth. They can literally pick and choose to rest half the roster on the night and still put out a competent team the next night. They're getting healthy at this time as well. They're only really resting John Wall on back-to-back and Kawhi. They just beat Toronto, and Toronto is a good team when everybody's healthy. So, I mean, they're looking good, man. Like, first team in the Pacific Division over the Suns, Warriors, Lakers. Like, that's a good division. So, you know what I'm saying? They're cooking.
Kings deserve to be listed there.
Oh, and the Kings.
The Kings are like the second best.
I'm retarded, bro. Bro, I love the Kings, too. The Kings, put the Kings there. I really love the Kings, too. The Fox made me mad, but fuck it, bro.
What does everybody else think about the Clippers right now?
It's just as long as Kawhi and PG are healthy and like 8 of their 12 competent role players are there for the playoffs, then they'll be good.
Yeah. The West is still really rocky, although we are starting to see some teams. I don't know if I would say even separate themselves a little bit, but we're starting to see a little bit of division. Like,
they're gearing up a little
Denver and New Orleans look really, really good. Memphis.
Are we seeing division?
What was that?
Are we seeing division?
I think we are. I think at least the top 3 to 4, maybe depending on whether Devin Booker is healthy. I think the Suns belong in that upper range right now. And then like literally from I guess the Mavericks down, which is like 6 through 15. Shit. I mean,
the Mavs are a game back of the Suns. Suns are a game back of the 3 seed. I think record-wise, it's still pretty close.
Oh, no. It's close. I'm just saying I think we're seeing division in terms of how they're playing.
Okay.
Like, and the play, like, because Denver's on a 5-game streak right now, and they got MPJ back. Jokic is doing his thing. I think they're looking like, if there's a team right now I'm saying in the West, Denver's looking like that top team. And then New Orleans, they're playing this well, and then the Brandon Ingram thing, we don't even know when he's going to come back, and they're rolling. Memphis, I mean, Ja, you made these comments about I'm not scared of the West.
Too much shit for that
and
because
came out here, you lost to Golden State and the Phoenix Suns without their best players, and you're now under 500 in the West. It's not a good look. But
he was saying what we were saying, because the question was like, what teams do you feel like you need to run through those guys to win a championship? And he said Boston, who I assume at the time was like far and away looking like the best team in the league.
Yep.
And then what about the West? Nobody in the West. Like we said, it was the Midwest, and I mean, compared to the East, it kind of still is. Some teams are picking it up, but I don't think there's one team, two teams that Ja Morant would be like, oh yeah, we got to get through those guys. I don't think that's a thing, because last year, if Golden State was healthy and top seed, it'd be them. But I agree. Team this year.
I agree. It's just not a good look when you.
Yeah, it's not a good look when you lose right after that.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right.
It's the regular season, and that's not what he was talking about. So
for sure,
I think he's getting a little bit sore.
Y'all Brooklyn Nets are down 11 without Trae Young. Interesting.
That Trae Young gravity.
You're Brooklyn Nets.
Love to see
Interesting.
it.
Y'all Brooklyn Nets. Y'all were just gassing them.
Oh, this is y'all Brooklyn Nets now? Oh man.
You were gassing them. You said the offense was sustainable.
I think they can maybe not have the best every shooting efficiency by the end of the season.
It's just like, bro, it's just a fact. Like that's, I mean, because it makes sense too. Like KD and Kyrie are unfuckwittable 1-on-1. Like you have to double them, so open shooters. Like
I'm just
it makes sense
saying
when they have a good offense.
Not our Nets.
Not my Nets. Let's see. Carter, you got any teams that you specifically want to highlight that you wanted to bring up that we didn't mention?
Not off the top of my head. Let me check the standings. See who's
Well, while you check the standings, I'll take the floor. Preseason, if we want to claim teams, I'm all for claiming, because preseason, I remember claiming the Nuggets and the Pelicans, and let's see what they on right now. So the Nuggets are absolutely my finals pick in the West, because for some reason
DeAndre Jordan, right?
Yeah, because of DeAndre Jordan. But no, for real. But like during the game, on pick and rolls, Denver's defense is really rough because Jokic runs this weird drop coverage that doesn't work at all. But for some reason, the clutch rolls around and the game matters. I guess he just decides he cares, and the drop coverage goes away. And Denver has been the number one clutch defense basically all season, even when they were struggling. So that's a really good, important sign for me, because I think that matters in playoff games, because realistically, you're going to be in close games in the playoff times. And Jokic is still shooting, 95% while shooting 30 shots now. So I don't know what the limit is at. Like, when is he
95% in the clutch?
No. I'm joking. I was saying like 95% overall. I was joking. But Jokic is like historically efficient right now, even though he's shooting 30 times a game. So when all this is mixing together, as well as their lineups being elite without even Michael Porter Jr. playing a lot, and it only has been better when he's in the lineup, I like them out west. I think that if Jokic keeps shooting as much as he is, Jamal Murray has been better, and then guys like Bruce Brown and KCP have been great. I like them to make it out of the West this year.
Okay, so I think John, are you saying are you back on Clippers? Because I know for a minute you said Grizzlies. What are you thinking about? You think the Grizzlies or Clippers in the West?
Bro, I was sick about what I still think Clippers or Grizzlies. I think it's but one of them. But I was sick when Josh said that shit, and then they lost to the Warriors, and then the Suns, they got smacked both times. Like, that's insane. But I think when you dig deeper into it, it's because Desmond Bane is coming back from injury. He's playing like shit. I mean, their lineup has to get reacclimated to playing with each other. I think once they do that, they'll get on a roll. But I mean, other than that, I'm still fine with Memphis, bro. Like, the team is still solid. We got the main scorer. We got the secondary scorer who can still put up 20 on any given night, Desmond Bane.
He's averaging 24.
Jaren played really bad in those big games too. He was in foul trouble immediately.
He's not fouling as much as this year.
No, I'm saying he's been good about not fouling this year, but he went back to his old ways for the past 2 games, which is obviously not helping Memphis.
Fair enough.
I think with the Nuggets out, like, bro, I don't know. I can't, bro. Jokic is doing, and it's just his teammates, man. It's like, bro, are you sure these niggas is gonna step up and do the job, bro?
He's got a good team.
Bro, I mean, if you're gonna say Memphis can do the job, I feel like the Nuggets roster is just as good.
Bruce Brown and KCP as role players. You got
Aaron Gordon has been fringe all-star this year.
Gordon, Murray, MPJ. Like, bro, how much help does he need now?
Bro, no, y'all just acting like Jamal. I have hope for, but like, I mean, maybe Jokic and Jamal can get it done, but like, I'm not moved by what MPJ is doing. I'm not. Bruce Brown, they're like, bro, KCP is hit or miss. Like, in a game 5, game 6, he's liable to go 0 for 12 from 3. Like, I don't know what, like, bro, like, come on, man.
Their
like,
seventh best player.
Y'all just telling me about KCP. I mean, but like, they still need KCP to make his open shots. Then, not if KCP is not shooting well, who else are they about to put at that guard position to shoot?
Bones.
A Jamal Bones backcourt is getting destroyed. Jamal Bones.
Look, KCP will start regardless.
MPJ
will start regardless.
KCP is a good defender, but like, if you put Bones, Jamal, Jokic, MPJ, that's a horrible defensive lineup. That's barbecue chicken.
The team is rough with Jokic on the bench, but they're literally amazing in every metric when he's on the floor. So
yeah. But that improves my point even more, bro. This nigga goes to the bench, their lead evaporates like water, like.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I feel like there's a lot of teams you could say, like, to me, the Grizzlies aren't close to the real deal, honestly, because the Grizzlies don't even look like that with Ja on the floor. So when he's off the floor, I mean,
wow,
the Grizzlies got to show me they can look like that on the floor.
Bro, what do you mean they're in top 4 seeds this year? They've been
like 500.
Games. Didn't they beat the Nuggets? They already beat the Nuggets this season. You acting like
that's not that big of a deal.
Lakers got to know against the Celtics.
I know that's not that big of a deal. But like, why do you think they're like not? Why do you think they're not legit?
Well, I mean, if we want to talk about teams and not the team around them not being that good, it's just like, do you trust Brandon Clark in the playoffs, or do we trust Jaren Jackson to not get into foul trouble in big games? I mean. If you want if you want to put question marks on these random role players, okay, I can do that. I can go down all 30 teams in the league.
18 this year. What you mean?
But he's hit.
He's played horrible the past 2 games. He's hit or miss.
But his role decreases when Desmond Bane is actually healthy. Like, so
I think his role is still larger than KCP's.
His role decreases when Desmond Bane is healthy, though. Like. We're not like it's different, bro. When Dillon Brooks is the 3rd scoring option, he's way better than when he's the 2nd scoring option. And
KCP is like what, 4th option, 5th option?
No, like the 7th option.
5th option when he's in the lineup.
I don't know.
He's a catch and shoot.
My point is not singled around KCP. I think it's just Jokic and Jamal that's really great on that team. Whereas I think the Grizzlies have a great defense, which helps. A great defense helps if you don't have stars or you have lesser players. They have a great defense. And then they have John Morant. They have Desmond Bane, who's now averaging, like, when he's healthy, like 25 and 5. That's a completely new layer to the Grizzlies we've never seen before.
Facts.
And when Desmond Bane, even last season, Desmond Bane, he was playing great against the Grizzlies, and Java didn't play that great. But against the Warriors, he was injured and he played horrible. I mean, he didn't play horrible, but he didn't play that great. And like, you could see the difference with Memphis. So I mean, with those two, you have 2 stars. Jaren is a wild card, like MPJ, I guess. But I like Dillon as a 3rd guy. I like their defense, and I just like their defense. I like their role players, and I think they have the scoring and shooting to get it done. Whereas I don't like Denver's
Dillon
defense.
as a 3rd guy.
Yeah, or even the 4th guy, bro. Because Jaren was playing good without Desmond. I have to see how they play with.
You like Dillon more than MPJ?
They're on the same level, definitely. And I think that's inarguable. Like they're both shot checkers that can get hot, but like it depends on their role in the team. MPJ is for sure the 3rd option, whereas Dillon Brooks might be the 4th. Even Tyus Jones can get hotter than Dillon Brooks. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At least we got some teams in the West that are actually showing that they're somewhat worth talking about in terms of making finals push because
Shit, are the
earlier
Lakers
in the
winning right
season,
now, bro?
I still think we got our Eastern Conference Finals though that we've been talking about all year. I still think it's kind of the same.
What
The
is it?
finals
Oh, yeah.
is in the East.
What is it?
Yep.
What is
Just
it?
that the finals is in the East. The East is better.
Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all want to talk
All
about
right.
the Bucks, bro?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that quick. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight games. I think average of
Big
around
games,
16
big
points
games.
per game. Yeah, against contenders. They lost to Cleveland,
Brooklyn
Boston, and Brooklyn. Yeah, so and Chris Middleton has not been playing this year, and when he has been playing, he's been pretty trash. So
Give him
what
a
are we
break,
thinking about
bro.
the Bucks situation? And obviously with Chris Middleton not playing, they're not like a championship team. But like even with him, are we seeing enough to see that the Bucks are still that top tier team in the East?
I think they can get back to it. And I mean, they're obviously going to need more than what's he averaging right now? Like 11 points, 13 points on 27% from the field or something like that.
Yeah.
They're obviously going to need more than that, but he's also played like 8 games. So I don't want to judge him too harshly off returning from an injury.
Yeah, so I think the Bucks will be
11 on 32.
And like at the end of the day, who wants to see Giannis in the playoffs?
Is Carter, is his 3-point shooting good?
27.
27, Jesus.
Bro, no, I was
free throws. Almost 90%.
Okay, yeah,
he's in the 20-20-90 club.
30-20, 8.5.
But
he's in the 45.7 true shooting club.
Bro, I was gonna say y'all on his dick, just like people was on Kawhi's dick, like people on Twitter hating on him, like so corny, bro. Like these niggas, they're coming back from horrible injuries. They need to get back into form. So like, I'm not really surprised that they're this ass. Now, if we're deeper into the season, like when Clay came back, I wasn't surprised when he was struggling at first. But now I'm like, all right, bro, Clay. All right, bro. So if Middleton is ass in like a year, then I'm gonna be like, all right, bro. If Kawhi's ass in a year, I'm gonna be like, all right, bro. But you gotta give these players time to come back and load back into form. Like they've missed a decent amount of time, and now you're asking them to play like, you know what I'm saying? At least championship level basketball. Like it's a difference for playing for the Rockets and trying to come back. Like you can slack on defense, you can miss not even like the Rockets, but like just a bad team. Like you can slack on defense, you can take a ill-advised 3, you can fuck up all the time, do nothing, and it'll be okay. But you're playing for the Bucks, you're playing for the Clippers. Mm-hmm. Like y'all have to hoop. You have to make sure you play that defense. You have to make sure you know what I'm saying? It's bigger than you.
I like how we have the John clubs now. We got the lab. You're either in John's lab or you're in his eyebrow.
Yeah, bro. Clay is definitely in that. But he had a good game. I mean, I guess the Hornets, bro.
I don't think Clay's been that horrible this season. I mean, he's not all-star Clay, but for the standard I have,
38%, bro.
He's playing all right. He's playing all right. Let's not get on Clay.
That's what I'm just saying. Bro, like I just think Clay needs to pass the ball more. I don't think Clay is horrible. He thinks he's Kobe. Like, all right, bro.
I agree with that.
All right, man. Mason, I think it's time for your game, bro.
All right, yeah, let's get to the game. So y'all open up the Instagram group chat you used last time, and let me know when you're there. And then I have the first one ready to send. When you guys are all in there, just let me know.
All right.
John, do you want to explain the game to the people, or?
Yeah, that's a good call, huh? So I have
why do we? Never mind.
We have a 3x3 grid with a team logo on each corner. So then the grid,
God.
the grid overlaps.
Kyrie ended a nigga on the Hawks. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, and the teams overlap, and like for example, if 2 teams overlap, you have to name a player that's played for both teams. It'll be more simple once I put it on the board, but I don't, or once I put it on the screen, but I don't want to show it until I send it. So, John, are you in the group chat? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, here goes the first one, and I guess I can just send this.
Killian Hayes punched Mo Wagner.
Oh. What the fuck?
What's going down in the league right now? All right, so we'll have John start first for this game. So you can pick any of these squares you want. and you'll name a player. And then we'll go from John to Carter and then Carter to Buckets. And you guys have 10 seconds to name a player. And we'll go until the board is filled out. And if you don't get the player, then obviously someone has a chance to steal it. You get 1 point per player, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. And I have 3 total of these graphs, so we have a decent amount.
Fuck.
So John,
why am I going first, nigga?
go ahead and that is because that's the easiest.
Now
That's
y'all
the
make me
easiest
want
to
to go
start.
first. I'm like, bro, this shit is definitely rigged. Now y'all want me to go
It's
first.
easiest
Now
to
you
go
go
first.
waiting
Oh,
to
that's
go
the
easiest
first?
one.
Oh,
This
Do you want
easiest
Buckets to
one.
go first? I know he won't cry about it.
Yeah, bro, go ahead.
Okay,
You want me to
Buckets,
go first?
You
It
can
can
go
be
first.
retired players,
I'm
right?
tired of it being
Yeah,
rigged
any
again.
player of all time.
This is a wild one for me to do first.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
It's the first one that came to my
Carter
mind.
talking about it's easy, bro. Okay.
I'm
this
doing
is
Warriors and
undefeated.
Cavs, and I'm going to go
Yeah,
Anderson Varejao.
I was thinking that.
Anderson Varejao. Okay.
All right, I'm taking
Fuck.
second then. I'll let John think. I'm going to go Cavs,
God
Pacers. I'll
damn.
take Karis LeVert.
Cavs Pacers. We got Karis LeVert. Okay. Carter, and then you went for Warriors Cavs. Caleb. All right, John, you're on the clock. Pick one, man. Oh, it's 10 seconds per pick, but I'll start now since you didn't know that.
CJ Miles.
CJ Miles for who? Cavs and Raptors?
Bro, please tell me you played for the Cavs.
He did. I actually know that. What the?
Never
That's
said
the
Cavs or
only.
You lost now.
That's the one you came
Oh, I
up with.
got one.
Oh my
Cavs
god!
and-
I
Alright,
don't
it's
know
me?
how I got that one.
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm going to go
I got that
Rockets
one.
and
Can we
Raptors, and
confirm
I'm
that?
going to go
Did
PJ
he
Tucker.
actually play for the Cavs?
He did. And you said Raptors and Rockets. Who?
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker over T-Mac. Interesting.
I was not thinking it.
All right. Carter, on to you.
Warriors Jazz. Let me get Jonas Jerebko.
Jonas Jerebko.
That's a good one.
2K legend.
All
All right, John, back to you. Your choices are
last?
Raptors Jazz, Pacers Rockets, and Pacers Jazz.
Wait, hold up. You said Raptors, Jazz, Pacers, Rockets, and the third one?
And Pacers Jazz.
This is hard, bro.
Raptors Jazz,
Pacers,
Pacers
and
Rockets, Pacers Jazz.
Raptors Jazz, Pacers Rockets, Pacers Jazz.
Okay.
Honestly,
we might not need a timer for this. This is like
Yeah, this is hard.
Okay. We won't
like,
go
I'm
for a
thinking
timer
in
if you
between
guys want.
turns, and I'm stressing.
bro, I was stressing the first time. I don't know how I put CJ.
But like,
Miles
there's
on
got to be
that.
some sort of timer because like eventually you guys are gonna.
Yeah.
Because I got a couple guys
I'm
right
hurry
now.
up. I'm hurry up. Okay, you said Raptors
Raptors
who?
Jazz, Pacers Rockets, and Pacers Jazz.
Who played for the Raptors? Oh, because the Jazz roster is so irrelevant. They keep the same players. Like, who did the Jazz shipped off all their players to fucking either Cleveland? Who did the Pacers traded Malcolm Brogdon, Sabonis to Sacramento? Like, who the fuck played for the Pacers?
Hey, it's not just current players, by the way. You can do all-time players if that makes it any easier.
It doesn't.
All right. You got another 10 seconds or else we'll forfeit the turn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got nothing.
All right. Buckets, back to you for any of these three.
Bro.
Raptors,
right,
Jazz,
wait, so-
Pacers, Rockets, Pacers, Jazz.
Wait, so Raptors Jazz is not on there?
Raptors, Jazz is on there.
Okay. I'm going to do Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay, good one.
God damn it.
I forgot Rudy Gay was a Raptor. All right, Pacers, Rockets, and Pacers, Jazz.
Pacers Jazz, George Hill.
George Hill, good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Carter. Okay, Caleb.
So this
Carter,
is
you had the Jonas Jerebko draft, right? All right, the only one left is Pacers, Rockets. That's the only one left.
Victor Oladipo. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home.
Did
Let's go
Oladipo play
home.
for the Rockets?
Let's
Yeah.
go
Yeah, I
home.
mean,
He did.
he played there briefly, I think.
Okay, he was on the team. That's right. All right, so
I'm fucking Kobe in the clutch, nigga.
all right, so despite his celebrations, John is losing.
What? I didn't just tie it up at 2-2?
No, you only got 2 right.
2,
Carter has 3. Caleb has 3. You got 2.
Oh
2,
my
3.
god!
Is there another square?
Wait, there is. There's one more square. I'm tripping. Warriors
Yeah.
Rockets. And then this move is back to Caleb for Warriors Rockets.
I was gonna say there's no way it was 3-3-3.
I totally missed one.
No, it's 2-2-2, right?
No, Carter has 3. Caleb has 3. John has 2.
Oh fuck!
Warriors and
God damn it, bro! I dead ass thought I tied that shit. Fuck.
fuck, dude. This is tough.
There's an old head that comes to mind, but
Old.
I don't see why anyone else.
Fuck. Dude, I had it for a second.
Right,
Sleepy Floyd.
Did Sleepy Floyd? I don't know. I might have to
did.
check that. Basketball reference. I don't know if Sleepy Floyd did or not. Sleepy Floyd. He did play for both. That is impressive.
Oh man.
Damn.
That is impressive.
God.
All right. So
Bucket
through
takes the first one. Or are we going total
through
points?
one round, we're going total points. Total points. Through one round, John has 2, Carter has 3, and Caleb has 4. Now, for the second square that I'm going to send you guys, we have this one. And it's just been sent in the group chat.
We have 2 squares? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
3 squares.
3 squares. So, Carter, you get to go first for this one. So, you can go ahead and start whenever you're ready.
Oh, this one's easier.
Okay. Ooh. Lakers Celtics. Let me get Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. Okay. What a good pick.
That's a good one.
John, on to you for whatever you want.
Rondo.
Matt Ryan came to mind first.
Wizards Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis.
Wizards Mavericks. All right. John. All right, back to you, Caleb. Whenever you're ready.
I mean, shoot. I'll take Rondo for Mavs and Celtics.
Perfect. We got Rondo eventually. Back to you, Carter.
Let's see.
The easiest one that came to mind on the board has not been said yet, which is funny to me.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Oh, let me get Jay Crowder, Suns Celtics.
Okay, Jay Crowder, Suns Celtics.
God damn it.
Celtics are gone, right? And then Wizards Mavs.
The Celtics are completely gone, and Wizards Mavs. Back to you, John.
Westbrook, Wizards Lakers.
Yeah.
Westbrook for Wizards Lakers. Okay. Good one. Back to you, Caleb. The easiest one, in my opinion, is still on the board.
I'm gonna take Mavs and Wizards. I'm gonna go Kristaps Porzingis.
That's already been taken. That's already been taken. Yeah. John got that one.
All right, then I'm gonna go. Can I do the same player for multiple teams?
Yeah, I don't care as long as it's not a team that's been
Westbrook
said.
for Wizards and Lakers.
I was about to
gonna go Thomas Bryant, but I'll say Westbrook.
Wizards Lakers is taken.
Wait, John took Wizards.
All right,
Lakers.
what's available then?
Wizards Suns and then Thunder Lakers, Thunder Mavs, Thunder Suns. All of the Thunder and Wizards Suns.
Okay, I'm gonna go Thunder Suns, Chris Paul then.
That's the one I was thinking of. There.
I'm gonna go Thunder Lakers, Russell Westbrook then.
Thunder Lakers, Russell Westbrook for Carter. Okay, so John, you got Wizards Suns and Thunder Mavs.
Wizards Suns
and Thunder Mavs. Trying to think of one for those.
Oh yeah.
Who the fuck play for the Thunder and Mavs?
And I don't know why this would come to mind, but Supersonics and like Bullets obviously are okay too. Just team's history.
Bro, I want to say this name. Oh wait, Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas for Wizards Suns?
Wizards Suns, yeah.
All right, good one. All right.
Thunder
Mavs to Caleb.
Suns.
Thunder Mavs. Oh my god.
Wait, is this the last? Oh yeah, that makes sense.
This is the last one, Thunder Mavs.
let's see. Shit, dude. Thunder and Mavs. Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna go 10 seconds on the board now.
I'm gonna throw Rashard Lewis out there. I don't think he qualifies.
Rashard Lewis. That's a good guess. That is a good
anything.
He did not play for Dallas.
Damn.
That's a good guess, though. All right, Carter.
I have a buzzer beater guess if I can't come up with something for certain. So whenever I'm on my 10 seconds,
I'll let you know when there's a 10-second timer.
Oh wait, I think I might have one. I don't know. I don't know what team. I don't know if he played for one of the teams though.
All right, Carter, 10 seconds.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try Raymond Felton.
Raymond Felton. I'm 90% sure you just got that right.
He's played on a bunch of teams.
For what? What combo?
Mavs.
Raymond Felton. You got it.
Let's go.
Good steal.
He's played on a bunch of teams. That's a good one.
Popped into my head.
So on that round,
in the Mavs in a Thunder jersey. I was like, that sounds right.
So on that round, John got 3, Carter got 4, and Caleb got 2. So Carter has 7 points through 2 rounds. Buckets has 6, and John has 5. So anyone's game still. And I'm sending the final graphic into the chat now. This one might be the toughest. John, you get to go first this time.
Pistons Nets to Blake Griffin.
Pistons Nets Blake Griffin. All right. John. All right, Caleb.
I'm gonna go Nuggets Nets, and I'm gonna go DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, everybody's favorite player.
I'll go Bucks Nets, Javon Carter.
Javon Carter. Okay. We knocked out the Nets round quick, so now it's just the Spurs and the Blazers ones.
Mm-hmm. Bucks Blazers, Rodney Hood.
Okay, Rodney Hood for Bucks Blazers. John, all right. Back to you, Caleb.
I'm gonna go Nuggets Blazers, and I'm gonna go Yusuf Nurkic.
Oh, yeah, good pull. On to you, Carter.
Finish the Blazers column with Jeremy Grant on the Blazers and Pistons.
Jeremy Grant, good one. All right, all we got left is Spurs. Everything Spurs is left. On to you, John.
I'll finish I'll finish Bucks with Bryn Forbes. Spurs. Bucks,
for some reason, he came to mind for me too. He was the first one on that graphic. All right, on to you, Caleb.
I'm gonna go Spurs and Pistons. I'm gonna go Dennis Rodman.
Spurs, Pistons, Dennis Rodman. Good one. All right, Carter.
Which one did you say Bryn Forbes for?
Spurs and Bucks.
Okay, I'll do Bryn Forbes for Spurs and Nuggets.
Okay. Everyone got an equal 3 points that game. So Carter finishes first with 10, Buckets second with 9, and John third with 8. That was a good game. Y'all did well.
We ran through that one.
You guys did really well. That was a hard game for sure. When I was making it, I was sitting there trying to think of some, and I had to Google for a few teams.
I had a Spurs Pistons pick lined up if I needed it. I think Corey Joseph.
Yeah,
I think that would have worked. We got into our role player bag on that last one.
We really did.
We know ball, man.
I had Jerebko, Javon Carter, Raymond Felton. Oh man,
I wouldn't have gotten that Thunder one. That Thunder Mavs, I was struggling.
That Thunder Mavs is hard. I was about to fuck around and say Troy Brown. That nigga ain't playing.
I was gonna say Isaiah Roby, but I don't know if he ended up playing for Dallas.
My Thunder Mavs was Moses Brown.
Oh,
that's who came to mind for me.
That's a good one.
All right, well, Buckets, I think we're good. If you want to go ahead and end us off.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We'll be back next week. We out. Peace.
Peace.